Hey everybody, back to another Chifles recipe. There's s'mores day coming up. I just found out about that and I'm pretty excited about it. And s'mores reminds me of a childhood memory, and I'm sure many of you have had that experience, where like when you're a kid, you're camping. For me, my experience was when I was in Bogota, Colombia as a kid growing up at a farm, and we were doing s'mores in the fireplace. So everyone's a little bit nostalgic when it comes to s'mores and comfort food. So s'mores to me is awesome. And I got a little creative and said, like, you know what? How can I make s'mores with a little bit of a, I don't know, a chip on my shoulder? But when I say chip, I mean Chifles chips on my shoulder. So I'm making a graham cracker using Chifles Sweet Plantains, which, by the way, if you haven't had them yet, get them. If not, seriously, just leave. But they're so good by themselves, but for this recipe, it's gonna be a little bit creative. So that means a lot of ingredients. It's a quick recipe, it's time consuming. I'm gonna drop this half cup of melted butter right into a small pan. There you go. Add a chunk. It's marinating. Remember, room temp. I'm gonna go with a quarter cup of brown sugar. You can use white sugar if you like, but I prefer the brown. That's just my thing. I'm gonna add the baking soda, teaspoon. And I'm gonna add a little salt. Boom, boom. Then, most importantly, you can't make a cookie without vanilla. Vanilla extract, I don't measure, I just kind of watch it, but it's literally a drop or two. That's gonna be perfect. I recommend using cinnamon, but I actually really like using nutmeg. And it reminds me of, like, I don't know, that perfect time when you sit at a campfire and you're having a s'more and like nutmeg should go in your hot cocoa. I don't know, it's like Christmassy, but it's not Christmassy because it's summertime. You know, it's a confusion, but it works. And boom. And a pinch of honey. You can also use agave if you like, but that's up to you. And I'm just gonna make this bad boy up. So I'm just gonna mix it. Ooh, wouldn't it be nice if we... There we go. That's it there. Perfect. Now it comes to the fun part. The cheapest part. This is the part that's most important. So, food processor. God bless it. It's amazing. And anything you want to make in the future, always food processor is the greatest for, I mean, pretty much any soups. My wife made a gazpacho the other day and this thing, it was amazing, so good. So always focus on food processor if you can. I have a cup and a half of graham cracker crumbs. So you have the option of buying them as they come, or beating them to death with, you know, have fun with it. But it's up to you. Just dropping it in. Then I have the cup of wheat flour. Just dropping it in as well. And then the pia de resistance. The whole reason why we're here. I grab it. There's no measuring for this. It's up to you how much you want to add in. I made this twice, and this is the best way I figured out how to do it. And I just drop it. Oh, that's my... pretty much, I won't say like a solid 3 handfuls. And the good part is that the plantain is sweet, and it's a sweet plantain's opposite. And it's gonna give it a nice texture to the dough, and it's gonna be just ridiculously good. So that's better. So that's in here. So I'm gonna just crack this down first. As like the last video, it's gonna get very loud, and I apologize, but not really. It's looking good. Wow, good. All right, I toasted enough. All right, so this is the beauty. Check it. Look at that. It's perfect. Right there, so you want. It looks like you're like make a pizza out of it if you want. which I may eventually. So take the blade out, do not cut yourself, do not hurt yourself. All done here. Go in a big bowl. So big bowl is gonna get a little bit full. And it's good to use a big bowl because this is gonna like kind of help you massage, you know, the dough when you make it, because it's kind of like when you massage, you know, your wife or your loved ones, or possibly your mother-in-law, that if you may hate her, you just massage the crap out of it. But either way, good times. So all our red ingredients are here. As you can tell, we combined everything here. And I'm just gonna drop it in. Let it be the juice of life. So our Chifles is already in there. It's ready to roll. Oh, it's gonna be good. So you have two options. My wife prefers a spoon, which is nothing wrong with that. So I'm gonna start just mixing it up, mixing it up, mixing it up. It takes a few minutes. Gotta get aggressive with it, but you mean well. And then what I could do eventually, and obviously guys, husbands, house husbands, take the wedding off. You're doing this because you get it dirty, dude. Not good. Hands, get in there, massage them. Dough's sitting nice and pretty. It's all pretty much combined. I gotta add a little more moisture, which is gonna be our milk. So I gotta pour some milk. That's gonna be an essential binder, so to speak. There it is. All right. So in a few minutes, as you keep grinding it, keep kind of kneading it, you're gonna be able to get a nice dough. When I come back in a few minutes, you're gonna see how it's fully just jammed in there. And then I'll start making the graham cracker Chifles crust. See you guys in a minute. I had to add some more milk. I think I had another half cup, to be honest with you. And to be able to get this kind of perfect dough. So this is right now is perfect. It's nice and like, you know, and like I said, you can toss it around on any burger patty, or you're tossing a football or a baseball, or you're trying to warm up, and kind of just do that. Just let it sit. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be right. And then put it back in its bowl. And then you wanna leave it overnight so everything kind of settles, and it might rise a little bit because, you know, when you make dough or bread, it rises, but it doesn't rise too much. I tried this entire week trying to make this recipe. So actually this is coming out the way I wanted, and very thankful to my friend Dana and Philly, who is awesome at this, and also my wife Christina, who helped me out, who's currently filming as we speak, which one day I'll turn the camera on so you can see her beautiful face. But obviously, Saran wrap is your friend. Yes, I would say something else inappropriate, but I will not about wrapping things up. And do that. Get nice and wrapped up. Beep, 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 I'm wrapped up. There you go. Covered. All right. Tight, tight. Stay. And have some more. My bowl's huge. Sorry, it's a problem. And then we just kind of finish that up. And oh yeah. All right, so my Chifles Sweet Plantain Potato Chip dough graham cracker for s'mores is ready to go. Put it in the fridge overnight. One morning you wake up, kids wake up, make it for dinner, make it for breakfast. Throw bacon on it, go nuts. But this is the best part about s'mores is it reminds you of being with family, friends, and all those you love. Especially this time that we're all going through. You know, there's always time for s'mores. Hey guys, we're back. So the graham cracker Chifles Sweet Plantain, it's all ready. Let's go. Oh, there you go. Boom, these are ready to go. Let them sit for a minute, that way they kind of like settle. And while I was doing that, I was doing a little bit of this. So all I did was put some water for a medium-high heat, and I steamed some chocolate that I showed you earlier. So I make a nice chocolate toss. So it's ready to go. Oh, it's gonna be good. I don't lie. It's gonna be rowdy. And then in a minute after this chocolate settles, and I'm waiting for these cookies to set. So you want them set for at least, I would say, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. That way they kind of like get that perfect little crust. Because right now, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. They're good. They're still doughy. You know, when you have like those perfect chocolate chips and the inside still. So they're ready to go. I just want to give them a little minute to cool down. So I gotta have this nice chocolate to make it perfect. But the good thing is that we found out a way to make graham crackers with sweet plantain chips and Chifles status. So these are made with this. And we're doing s'mores because it's a s'mores holiday on August 10th. And I'm not gonna lie to you, s'mores is the greatest thing, especially when you're around family and friends. It's time we're going through. So we're almost done. I'm still stirring because I have to steam the stirring, because if not, it's gonna be weird. So once I'm done with this, I'm gonna show you a little trick with marshmallows. And that trick is gonna involve the bourbon and the marshmallows. So it's gonna be ridiculous. You know, in a few minutes I'm gonna blow your mind. So yeah, my dad taught me this recipe, and I can't believe people don't know about it. So see you guys in a minute. I'm gonna show you something very special. And guys, welcome back for the best part, the plating part, until our Chifles Sweet Plantain graham cracker crust is ready to go. So the good thing is that the ends are a little bit crispy and the inside is still chewy and delicious. The best part. The chocolate's reduced and melted, as you can tell. Just gotta steam it, take care of it. I have not stopped since the last time you saw me to make sure it's all delicious. And then now comes the fun part, making the s'more. So I'm gonna grab this crackle. Once again, size and how you cut it doesn't matter. Like, have fun with it, enjoy it. It's the whole point of s'mores, being family and using your kids and have a good time. And you know, it's beautiful. It's the best part of s'mores. It's my memory of that. So these guys, I put them face down because if not, you know, on top it looks still graham crackery. Boom, that's right there. Now, this is the fun part. So chocolate's ready to go, as you can tell. So I already stirred it up, took it off the heat. I just keep turning to make sure it doesn't get hardened. And then now, this is a trick my father taught me, and hopefully it works. If I turn the lights off for a minute, it's not to scare you, it's to teach you. So, marshmallow, big guy. This is with bourbon. You can use rum, scotch. I would recommend sticking to the dark colors. But if you want to go with tequila, I mean, it's up to you. And obviously it's not for kids in the sense they have to make sure you burn it up. So I'm putting this guy right here, setting in the center. And for this, I'm gonna turn only one light on, which is this light. And I'm gonna turn these lights off. Only because I want you to see something. So it's slowly flambéing. Remember, obviously, be an adult and This is how you roast the marshmallow when you don't have a way to have a grill. And you're kind of just making it happen. And as you can tell, you're roasting a marshmallow. So you want that beautiful color. You want to let it sit and marinate, but you also want to keep an eye on it. Be smart. Don't want to crust too much. So just turn that off a little kiss. Right there, it's sitting perfect, ready to go. Lights come back on. Sorry about the closed lights. I just have to make sure I had an effect so you can see the flambe process. Obviously you can use, like I said, fluff and just put it in the broiler for about a minute and it'll give the same crust. This was to make it look a little sexier for our guest enjoyment. So this guys, look at that. That's what you want. That is a s'more. It is ready to go. Yeah, I'm putting some more rub in there. I'm sorry, bourbon. Apologize. Booyah. All right, so this is where the best part of having melted chocolate. So see that? You want to bathe in that, don't you? Don't blame me. I would too. So, spoon, relax. Mushroom, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Hi. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Put that bad boy right here. That right there is a s'more. And if you want more chocolate, which I do because that's just delicious. Put some on there. Like if you make a sandwich, you want to make sure both sides have mayonnaise or like mustard. You want to make sure everything's covered. Oh no, it's still. So, boom, ready, fluff. Now you can finish it off. We already made it with Chifles. We already have the dough. We have the cracker. We need the one thing that makes more sense. Chifles. Little sweet plantain on the top. To give that one crunch. And then, oh man, oh my God, oh my God. Get out of here with that mess. Get out of here, it's not even real. I feel like I'm camping right now. If you're not camping with me right now, then I'm sorry about that. This is just like, this is heaven. Because if it's not ooey gooey, it's not a s'more. It's not a s'more. And I gotta let it rip. Boom, let it ride. Hands are gross and sticky. Chifles Sweet Plantain S'mores. When you thought it couldn't be done, it was done. And that's right, I got chocolate in my fingers, as you should when you're done with this recipe. Enjoy your s'mores day on Monday. Get rowdy, be good. Cheers from my house to yours.